We live in a world of contraction. I mean, look around us, right? We often allow ourselves to be seduced by this world of contraction or this world of separation. Maybe we allow ourselves to feel down and depressed when we're not good enough to adhere to some standard in our culture, right? Or I need to prove myself in order to feel love. And until I can prove myself, I actually can't love myself. Or something about there's something wrong with me. My natural state is something wrong. I'm not good enough. Or maybe we just get unconsciously distracted by these devices. We look at a message, we look for a message, and then we get 16 notifications, and then we're just bouncing around, and we lose sense of our own inner compass. Especially with this technology that is designed to hijack our amygdala, our reptilian response, our fight or flight reactivity. And so we get hijacked and perpetuate these feelings of fear and separation that there's something wrong here, right? Or maybe we allow ourselves to get seduced into this belief that we have to be like everyone else, and that's exclusively who I am. Well, we're playing into that system that is not designed for our flourishing. It's designed to ultimately usually make money for someone that's not really interested in our flourishing. They're interested in some profit somewhere. Well, unique self-coaching is a method that is so powerful and yet deceptively simple at times. But basically, there's three parts to this. One is to help us identify these contractions, these tendencies to separate, these tendencies to feel somehow dissociated from our value, our goodness, our feeling at home in the world. So helping us identify these contractions, bring presence, curiosity, and compassion to them. And when we're able to do that, it softens. The contraction softens. Part two is, as we're able to continue to soften these contractions, we invite more spaciousness in our true self. So we move from separate self to true self. And our true self is the spaciousness, the field itself, the entire field that is beyond and beneath all of these contractions, that is connected and one and whole. So we connect to our own deep inner wholeness without those contractions. Even if we experience contractions, we don't identify with them. We invite the possibility that our identity is maybe not what we think it is. So maybe I don't have to prove myself in order to feel love. Maybe I don't have to fit in like everyone else. Maybe I am worthy even if I don't have a phone in front of me. Maybe I can find my own inner energy, my own aliveness. And so just dwelling in the possibility of possibility, inviting a not knowing, a curiosity, what's possible here. There's an entire field of possibilities that we are not aware of most of the time. And when we can open up to those possibilities, part three is we help to, unique self-coaching provides a framework and sort of pointing out instructions to help us identify what is our unique self response. What is our next step that is uniquely calling us? What are we uniquely designed to give in this situation, in our sphere of influence and intimacy, in the circle of the relationships that are a part of my life? What is it in my context that is inviting me to step into a life of my unique self, which is the source of all aliveness, the source of all purpose, genuine, intrinsic purpose, the source of a life filled with meaning, and a source of how we identify our unique gifts to give in our unique circle of influence and intimacy. And this process, this sort of three-step process, is not a one and done. we have to train ourselves to continually bring compassion and presence to our separate self, befriend our separate self, open up to the spaciousness of our true self, and listen deeply for what's emerging in our unique self. And so we can have a glimpse, a temporary state of what this is like. But states become traits only when we practice. Otherwise, states become memories that bring us into nostalgia and maybe even cynicism, like, oh, that thing happened, but it can't happen again. So we need to keep practicing. In this world of contraction, we need to practice for our expansion and for our emergence as our deepest, most authentic, unique self-expression. So I hope that you can find that today. Find a moment to practice. Bring compassion to your contractions. Bring curiosity. Open up to the possibility of possibility and listen. What's needed here?